one of the favorite words of a perfectionist is tomorrow, and so is for a procrastinator. But why are these two synonyms? Welcome to day 3 of our 10 live sessions on perfectionism. Thank you for all the love and all the comments that I receive daily. And I see how important this topic is for you because hundreds of you have already grabbed my free guide on perfectionism. I love it. You can find it on the description, on the comments, on the bio. I love that we speak the same language. The more you know about perfectionism, the more you understand all these things that I'm going to explain, and we will understand the psychology of a perfectionist. So, today, we are going to explore the connection between perfectionism and procrastination. Why does a perfectionist procrastinate so much? You probably know the type of perfectionist who is overly driven, the restless, the high achiever. There's also another type, the paralyzed perfectionist. They both aim high, but they react in a different way in front of their goals. The paralyzed is the one that procrastinates more. They freeze in front of their goals and their expectations. First of all, procrastination is not laziness. It's not the lack of responsibility. This is a very superficial explanation. Procrastination is the postponement of something important because of an emotional block, not because we're lazy. A procrastinator is not lazy. A perfectionist is not lazy. They're just a person stuck at an emotionally overwhelming point. So, what is this overwhelmness about? Let's talk about this. This overwhelmness can be because of unrealistic high goals or because we don't like what we are about to do, or we find this task boring, or we don't know how to go about it. We don't know the steps. So these are all reasons to make us stop taking some action. But we need to find the why now. Unrealistic goals don't mean necessarily that it's a difficult goal in regards to the result. It can be in regards to the timing. So an unrealistic goal is to decide that you want to start a business and you want to make 1 million in 2 months, or to start a diet and expect extraordinary results with minimum pain and effort, or to start writing a book and expect that you're going to finish it in one go. These are unrealistic goals. You're the perfectionist inside you thrives at that moment. And the perfectionist is famous for setting these high unrealistic goals because they believe that this is how we're going to stand out for mediocre goals. All the rest is very small and very mundane. So, on one hand, you like the goal because it will make you stand out. But on the other hand, the logical part of your brain, which is the prefrontal cortex one, finds it too difficult, doesn't know how to start. You're at 0 and you want to go to 2000, and your brain says, yeah, but I don't know all the in between, and 2000 sounds huge to me. Or you don't even have the steps on how to achieve the goals. Or your brain sees that it's a long way until you succeed. Or your brain feels like you will need to change a lot of things in your daily routine in order to be that person and achieve so much. And our brain goes, wait a minute, what are you doing here? We don't know how to navigate this storm. Abort, abort, abort. Let me know, because I want to hear your experience. Let me know if you also tend to set too high or unrealistic goals and overwhelming goals. Also, another reason for procrastination is the F word, failure, fear of failure. A perfectionist is someone who aims at perfection. And they think that in order to achieve this, they have to avoid failure at all costs. They shouldn't make any mistake up to that. So just thinking of the possible scenario of making a mistake or having a setback or having to take another route in order to achieve makes them completely cringe and stop their action in order to think again and analyze again how they can avoid failure. Perfectionists are procrastinators because procrastinators are overthinkers. That's why I said they're not lazy. Actually, the opposite. They're mentally drained from all this overthinking. And do you want to hear something crazy? Perfectionists are not only afraid of failure, they're also afraid of success. Yeah. The possibility of succeeding is filling them up with confusion, even terror sometimes. Do I need to be perfect forever after this success? What will people expect of me after this success? Will I be able to live up to their expectations since I'm already struggling? Maybe it's better to postpone my success until I'm ready, until I feel ready. So, which of you listening now are afraid of failure? Have you recognized that part of you, being afraid of failure or even from success, or maybe both? Please, I want to hear your experience and put it in the comments so that we see how many of us were out there. Remember, procrastination is a sign that we are emotionally overwhelmed. This is what I want you to keep from this session. You are not lazy. Actually, you're thinking and working even more than other people, but sometimes not necessarily towards the succeeding. Two last points. One, procrastination is a break that your brain is taking because you are not giving it yourself. You keep staring at the screen even though you're tired to work. But instead of taking a break, you keep staring at the screen. And two, procrastination fills us with guilt. You should have been working instead of looking and searching at the web for cute kittens. Okay. But then this triggers the cycle of negative talk. I'm such a loser and I cannot keep my mind together and I shouldn't be wasting my time and I'm going to fail, etc. This is how it starts, the loop of negativity. And that brings more stagnation and more procrastination. So, in a nutshell, perfectionists procrastinate because they're setting unrealistic goals, because they're afraid of failure, because they're afraid of success, because they're feeling guilty, because they don't allow themselves a break, because they are emotionally overwhelmed. Do all of these ring a bell? Do you see yourself in there? Do you recognize what is your own reason for procrastination? And of course, being a perfectionist. I want to hear about that. I want to hear your experience. That was day 3. And I hope it was helpful and gave you some ideas and insights about procrastination and perfectionism. Tomorrow, I have a special announcement to make and a surprise for all of you. So, if you're interested in learning more about perfectionism and overcoming, stay tuned. And I'm going to be here again, same time, same place. Looking forward to being with you and take good care of yourself.